wet wipe shoving toothpaste up his brother's butt.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hello,
Honestly,
Court.
vile.
Hello, Court.
All
I would
right.
like to like to say this is a beautiful morning. I lied. This is a beautiful intergalactic holiday, as we know.
Yeah,
Today is Court Day.
Yes,
Hello
it is indeed.
to you, Attorney Juicy J, and hello, Your Honor, Judge Walkie Walter. I'm glad to be joined by reporter Am Frog. Let's have this be a
Order in the courtroom, Attorney
Let's
Juicy
have-
J. We are friendly here.
I don't have a
Peace.
white.
let's have this be a great trial, and may the best attorney win.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, gentlemen, we are gathered here today to review the case of Wet Wipe, who is being accused of shoving toothpaste up his brother's butt. We're actually going to start today with the prosecutor to go over what he is exactly being accused of and why, just
So
to get
now,
a better understanding of the case.
Mr. Wipe here, I won't say wet, that's rude. Mr. Wipe is accused of shoving toothpaste up his brother's butt. So
I just looked at the picture.
is there something to matter?
Okay.
Defendant?
You know what, man? You got
Defense?
that.
So, Mr. Wipe here is being accused of something very interesting. This crime speaks to his, let's say, proclivities for toothpaste and his brother and his butt. I'm
making fucking art.
Report had ever seen before, and so I would like to present my first piece of evidence, that being his IP address. And so now his IP address is really, really important in this situation because this is the exact latitude, longitude, all this information can be found with this IP address. So take this with a heavy grain of salt, but is it not that you can trace somebody's location with their IP address?
That is
Because he
correct.
was caught shoving toothpaste up his brother's butt, that means this happened at his house. And his house is being able to be found by looking at his IP address linked to his phone and all disconnected devices. And so the IP of 190.87.
But Mr. Prosecutor, PP head, please look at me. Thank you.
Is his exact IP address for his house
I
where
need
the crime
different color
took
eyes.
place.
All right. I'm just writing that information down. Do you have anything further to add, Prosecutor PP Head?
No, actually, I'm finished with this point.
All right, so we will move on with the defense. Attorney Juicy J, how would you like to defend your client in terms of the information that's been provided in regards to your client's IP address being used to identify the location of the crime?
Well, Your Honor, we all know that that prosecutor is actually... What the? Okay, Your Honor, well... What do we? Your Honor, we all know that that IP address is actually the leaked IP address of Queso, and not my client, Your Honor. Wonder why?
Okay.
Because I was in Queso's chat a couple minutes ago before this started and saw someone put it there. And as we all know, Queso is one of the most popular streamers ever. And we all know that the prosecutor has seen Queso.
Yeah, this nigga stinks, bro.
Okay.
This
Are
is a
you
known
making the
IP
bold?
address now.
Are you making the bold assumption that Prosecutor PP Head Squad brought this evidence in simply after watching a stream by Mr. Queso?
Yes. That is exactly what I'm saying, Your Honor.
Got you. Okay, and is there by chance, you said that you were watching the stream as well. Do you think that there's
I
any
was.
other evidence that would come up that may...
Breaking news, fuck all you. Breaking news. These lawyers gay.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
How did they get a picture of us, man?
Well, Your Honor, that's
Wait.
besides the point, Your Honor. This case
How
has
did
nothing to
they
do with
get a
personal
picture
relations.
of us?
I'm the fucking media. I got to know.
How did they get a picture
Doot doodle loot
of
doot.
us? That
Doot
was
doot.
last week Friday. How?
Excuse me. Order in the court. All
There
right.
is no excuse me.
Order in my
I
butthole.
illicit photos of breaking news.
It's leaked. Your Honor, I call for a check for AI.
Please, AI check this, Your Honor.
We will come back to that, Attorney Juicy J and Prosecutor PP Head Squad. I am Frog. I would like to know your source behind the said image that you provided to the courtroom and how it actually relates to the case at hand.
They're just gay, man. Just how to make it known. We have to know. They are Prosecutor PP Head and Attorney Juicy J. We have to know. And the sources,
Understood,
trust me.
understood.
Trust, bro. Okay.
I ain't never wrong.
Wow.
Understood. Okay.
Your Honor, can I please return to my turn, please? I still have evidence.
Okay. We'll come back to you. We were rudely interrupted. And we'll come back to that evidence that you provided and we'll get an AI fact checked. Franklin!
Stop screaming. Stop screaming. It's not nice. I just can't. I don't
Double
like
check
screaming.
this for me, please. Thank you. Alright. We'll get back to that.
See, Your Honor.
I'm writing a new story. Fuck all y'all.
Oh my goodness, not another one.
Oh, brother.
Your Honor,
Stinks!
we all know. Now that we know that Queso lives in that house, you should also know something else. Queso, his cousin, is actually Goku.
Okay.
This is very related to the case, because only Goku would have been able to get an IP address like that. Right? Using his Goku powers.
Interesting. Okay. So with this relation to Goku, do you really believe that your client did in fact use his brother?
No.
And shove toothpaste?
He would never. Your Honor, look at him. This is the face of an innocent man. He is very nervous right now. He has never been
Simply
to court
because
before
I am the
or
judge,
tried.
I have to remain neutral here.
He
So
has,
I will not make my comment, but
he hasn't never been tried for anything in court.
do you have evidence to prove that in fact he has never been tried in court? Attorney
Honor.
Juicy J?
And Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. Okay, please further explain, Attorney Juicy J, and then we'll move on to the
Mother
prosecutor.
in quotation of Mother Teresa's words. This client would never go to court ever. That's what she said. Okay.
So
That's what she
simply
said?
based off the statement from Mother Teresa, the client
Yes.
will never.
She also.
Mr. Judge, Mr. Judge, please look at me.
So.
Not you,
One
fucker.
second,
Please look at me, Mr. Judge, please.
1 second.
Judge Walkie Walter, I need to see you. Judge Walkie Walter, please. Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. So, Mother Teresa stated that he is never to be in court. You've stated that the IP address is in fact from Queso's recent stream that happened
Yes.
at least 10 minutes ago. And he is related to Goku. Okay.
Yes.
I've written all of this down.
And
so
also, Mother
I'll go back.
Teresa has never lied before. There's also.
This statement is in fact true. So that has been fact
Yes.
checked previously before by Franklin. So I will keep that, and we will move over to Prosecutor PP Head Squad. Prosecutor PP Head Squad, I have a couple things to go over with you here. So you recently
Breaking news.
IP address.
Breaking news. Screaming is scary. Please don't scream anymore. It scares me a lot. It really does scare me.
Breaking news. My feelings are hurt. This nigga out of here.
You need to leave.
Who invited this guy?
I'm pressed. I gotta be here, bro. This is a very high-profile case.
Press. Don't get your big bum ass out of here. Oh my god. Holy moly. Who got this guy here? Who gave him his press license? Anyway.
Press license.
So
Anyway. Hold on,
Wait,
before you
so
begin,
what-
Prosecutor PPS Squad,
Yes, Your
I
Honor.
need to go over these things with you. So you actually provided an IP address that Attorney Juicy J says was
Oh,
from a
fuck, that's
recent,
the breaking news. That's not
queso
the-
stream, and that's actually his address. And he's a popular streamer, so a lot of people have apparently seen this. He's also stating that he is cousins with Goku. So there's that relation as well, and that Mother Teresa does in fact not lie, so you is cap it. So I would like you to...
going back on those points, Your Honor, before I get into my evidence.
Okay.
The defense has neglected to bring up that Queso is his brother. That's the only way we would have the IP address connection, because Queso is his brother. Now, it is unfortunate that his IP address did get leaked. My condolences go out to his family. I hope his family's doing okay. And Goku being his cousin has absolutely nothing to do with the case. It has nothing to do with Wet Wipe, my apologies, Mr. Wipe being accused and arrested on shoving toothpaste up his brother's butt, and his brother is Queso. How do you think we have the IP address in the first place, Your Honor? And now, the defense saying Mother Teresa is not a liar is just false. Mother Teresa was found lying multiple times.
No, Your Honor,
embezzling.
you fact checked
Yo,
this
if you don't
personally.
shut your big ass up,
You fact
bro.
checked this personally, Your
Order
Honor.
in the court. Order in the court. Attorney
Mother
UCJ, we
Teresa-
will come back to you. Let
Mother Teresa
the
was
prosecutor
found
finish.
I don't have a
money
white.
laundering from the church. She was found lying and, just bringing people into the church just to steal from them. And so Mother Teresa is a very, very, very questionable person to bring up in this courtroom. And so, one more thing I would like to add on to this very, very tumultuous court case is the fact that this client is a little gay boy who's 45 years old. Now, yeah, as the card says, what? That is absolutely insane. Now, but now when you look at it with the evidence of Queso being his brother, he lives in his house, and he's a little gay boy who's 45 years old, it really puts into perspective why he was shoving toothpaste up his butt. Because he has weird proclivities towards his brother's anal cavity. Because he is gay. Now, one more thing. Because he is extremely gay and loves to experiment with things up his anal cavity, we have a U-turn glick with 3 meat missile backup. Now,
I actually did really
this
good on this,
glick-
I think.
This glick with 3 meat missile backup is what he actually used on himself to Why do you have your hand up? Anyway, he used this on himself to practice and figure out and to know where to shove the toothpaste. Without these 3 meat missiles and a U-turn glick, this person, Mr. White, would not know where to put the toothpaste. He wouldn't even know how to maneuver his way up his brother's butt, because as we know, Queso was a really big fat man. Now, I would like to end off on that note, please.
All right. Based on the evidence you provided between him being a little gay boy that's 45 years old, which is very interesting because that evidence was not previously provided in terms of that, nor was it
I
provided
provided
that he was Queso's brother until just now. So I
Well,
have
see, I
questioned
wasn't
some
able
of the-
to. I wasn't able to actually say
Well,
that because this was brought up after the fact.
Well, it's
wasn't
not
able
really
to
in
actually
relation
say
to
anything about it.
you. It's more in relation to what the attorney provided, and it does seem a little interesting that that information was left out from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
So I do think that's very interesting. Now you're saying that Mother Teresa has committed a couple of heinous crimes,
Yes, sir.
which recently was in fact fact-checked, and it is very true that she does not lie. Do you have any evidence of maybe her being arrested or anything like that that you could provide to us that proves in fact that?
Actually, yes. Actually, I do. Mother Teresa was caught with the Coochie Man. Being
I see.
a really, being Mother Teresa, you are the head of the church. You were supposed to be the top nun. Why are you with somebody named the Coochie Man? Who
Got
Let her
he's-
get her back blown out,
he's-
man. It's fine.
He is well known to be somebody who is very, very, very anti-church. He is very, very pro money laundering, and is a master at lying and embezzling funds from the church. Now,
You're really good on that one.
if you take these two evidences of Mother Teresa being found with the Coochie Man, who is known for all of these things, doesn't it seem really odd, Your Honor, that multiple millions of church funds
I call hearsay,
suddenly
Your
went
Honor.
missing around the time she was at the Coochie Man?
That is very interesting. I do have one question. Now, you
Listening.
saying that the defendant was practicing with something called 3 Glick meat missiles.
No, Your Honor, it was a U-turn glick with 3 meat missile backup.
U-turn Glick with 3 meat missile backup. I understand. Now, how does this relate to the client's sexual preference and what he chooses to do in his free time, and how that relates to toothpaste being shoved up
As
anal
I
cavity?
had said previously, the client, as I stated in the beginning of this case, has very interesting proclivities towards people's rectum, Your Honor.
I understand. And you
he
believe that has to do
used-
with him being a 45-year-old gay little boy?
Yes, because he is a little gay boy who is 45 years old. He has really not had any experiences with men because he's a little gay boy. He's really short. Your Honor, can I continue my point, please? You
No,
asked
please
me-
finish. Please finish.
No, I don't have. It's not green. I can't, Your Honor. This isn't going on record.
Were you providing more evidence? I apologize.
Yes. No, because you asked for clarification. Your Honor.
Sure.
It's clarification. So, him using these U-turn glick with 3 missile backup is very important because, as we know, he has weird
Fucking
proclivities
Right here.
towards his rectum because he's a little gay boy who's 45 years old, and he used this to practice where to put the toothpaste because he was playing this for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. And when
Got
he
it.
used the meat missile with the glicks, he found out exactly where to shove it in a brother's butt. And he took all that practice and he took the toothpaste and shoved it up his brother Queso's butt. Now, Your Honor, I would like to end my point there.
Okay. And do you have a time frame at which he had been practicing for this by chance? That way I could just add it to my notes.
Your Honor, unfortunately, that evidence has not been made public to me. All I know is he was practicing it for a certain amount of time. All the evidence has not been released to me. I'm just working with what I have. I feel like I am being withheld some evidence by the defense here. But
Got you.
that's
Okay,
another-
I completely understand. Franklin has currently fact-checked that image for me from the beginning. It is in fact AI generated. These lawyers are in fact
Lies. I would
Thank
never
you,
AI
Your Honor.
generate.
Yo, we're
anything.
The media does have a tendency to lie about specific things. However,
We'll never know.
I cannot say that screaming is not scary.
Yeah, no,
That
no,
in fact
no,
was
the
proven
second
to be
image
true.
is very real.
Streaming is very terrifying.
Now,
I swear to
Attorney
God,
CJ,
I'm
we have a
gonna
couple
release a
things to
fucking
go
press
over with
piece on
here.
all of you right now. I
You
swear.
left out information in regards to Queso being his brother. The fact that his sexual preference happens to be gay. You did leave out the fact that it was proven that Mother Teresa was caught with the Coochie Man, and a lot of other things going on here. How do you
These are all
plead
very
now?
Explainable points, Your Honor. Let's start with Teresa and the Coochie Man.
Okay.
You see, what is bro doing? You hit him with the hammer.
I unfortunately cannot.
You hit him with the hammer.
I can't hit him with the hammer.
Please.
Can't stop the media, bitch.
I actually don't know how to do it.
Ah, you fucking dumbass.
Oh, I see.
Can't stop the fucking media.
Oh, I can.
Well, Your Honor.
I'm gonna stop the media real quick.
He really did. This is like
Yes,
a.
but that is because Mother Teresa is a very giving woman. She was actually giving him a ham sandwich.
I swear to God, I will write a fucking press piece on you right now. I will erase everything I've spent writing to make a fucking slur piece on you. I swear to fucking God. I will draw you on the fucking casting couch with black men behind you. Do not try me.
Bro is
Now,
tweaking.
Attorney
Fucking
Juicy
know
J,
what?
You were stating that Mother Teresa was giving the coochie man a ham sandwich. Now,
Bro, I worked
before
so
we go
hard on
further
this.
with
I don't want to get rid of it.
do you have definite evidence, proof, pictures, anything that proves that, and that it might not be code for anything, or anything that prosecutor PP Head
Yes,
Squad
Your
can
Honor.
use against you?
Yes, Your Honor. The ham sandwich is a real ham sandwich. We all know Mother Teresa is a very good cook. This is known by the public.
Then that's
Okay.
okay.
Very
Gotcha,
good
gotcha.
cook. So, the legitimacy of this ham sandwich being brought into question makes no sense.
Oh, Your Honor.
Okay.
As she's cooked many people ham sandwiches before.
Okay. Okay.
No, Your Honor.
Now, I would like it to be made known to the courtroom that both of you have one final piece of evidence to provide to me that will sum up whether or not this case does in fact prove whether or not he's innocent or guilty. Attorney Juicy J, do you have anything further to add, or do you have any more
Yes,
evidence
Your
you would like to provide?
The next point that you stated, Your Honor. My client's sexuality does not matter here. Because it wasn't him, Your Honor. For my last piece of evidence, I'm presenting you with shocking truth, Your Honor. Very, very shocking truth. But before I present this evidence, I would like to let the prosecutor go first.
Okay, okay. I believe that is fair. Give everyone a fair chance to say what needs to be said. Mr. Head Squad, how would you like to plead, or do you have any final evidence that you would like to provide before we come to a closing with this case here? Now, he did state that Mother Teresa was giving him a ham sandwich, and that is the reason for why he did what he did. What do you have to say about that?
So, first of all, the defense does not refute the embezzlement that took place with the Coochie Man and Mother Teresa, which means either he does not have evidence to refute that, or he simply did not even know that Mother Teresa was an unreliable person who was with the Coochie Man, which is fair because the Coochie Man is a very, very enigmatic person. And second of all, he neglected to bring up the fact that actually I think he purposely neglected to mention that nuns don't cook. Nuns don't cook. They don't do anything besides go to church and go home. But outside
How
of
she
Miss
do
Mother
lie,
Teresa's
go
case,
church, eat hot
she
shit.
Eat hot chip and lie. Thank you, reporter. But as
Bitch.
you know, nuns don't cook. All nuns do
What an
is
asshole.
tend to the church and tend to the confessional halls.
Fucking twice?
There's no way
Thrice?
that Mother Teresa could have a ham sandwich. There's no way. Now, unless it was brought in by an outside source. We don't have any evidence.
Fuck.
But, you know, another thing is...
You fucking prick. I can't
also
post my
does- like I
report.
said, he does not refute the embezzlement claims that were made against him. So now, besides the point that...
Breaking
I think
fucking news.
Alright, it seems I am Frog has.
Motherfucker probably guilty.
Michael!
Oh my
Motherfucker
god.
probably
Hold
guilty.
on. Oh, I can't screenshot that. I was gonna make that the
This-
thumbnail.
Are we getting bad press?
This is...
This is crazy. This is obvious.
Where are my scissors? I actually want to...
Is this...
Wait, you can screenshot it from the
from
video.
the scene of the crime?
Oh, you're right.
This is obviously
Wait,
clickbait.
okay, so brother, guilty.
Your Honor,
for the problem.
please fact check this right now.
Well, there seems to be a lot
Don't
going
fucking
on in
scream
this
for
news
Franklin. It's
article
scary.
here.
Check on this. this. Or
This is
or
the
image.
this is breaking news, Your Honor. This needs to be fact checked immediately, Your Honor.
So you were saying
Ham sandwich.
that because she's a nun, it
Okay,
just makes no sense.
ham sandwich.
It makes
as
no
far as the
sense.
ham sandwich.
Yes, it's
Very
really
good
telling how
explanation for
she
that,
got
Your
that ham sandwich,
No, you don't.
and
fucking
I
guilty.
believe it is simply because she was out with the Coochie Man money laundering
Okay.
Damn.
and embezzling funds, which the defense does not refute. He simply does not refute the money laundering. So the
That
only
is-
way
that
she
is
could have
true.
got that ham sandwich
Yeah,
is
I have
by
conclusive
going
evidence
out
against this.
with the Coochie Man. And for my final piece of evidence, another one thing to really hammer down this point is, as you can see in the breaking news, Your Honor. Actually, Your Honor, before I do that, can you please fact check this image to see if it's AI generated?
Yes, I got you.
I-
Franklin!
Stop yelling. You're. Stop yelling.
Let's see. This image, in fact, does have some questionable imagery in it.
Of
The
course,
fact
there's
that
questionable
there's a
imagery.
man-
generated.
It is not AI generated. It does look to be hand drawn.
Of course, I've
However,
added
I don't know
extras.
How the Burning Man relates to
I can
it.
do more. Oh, I can't do. The Burning Man. That's Goku, dumbass.
Sir, Your Honor, that is Goku in the background.
See?
I see. It is Goku.
If I were to venture a guess.
That is
So-
in fact Goku. I do apologize.
Based on
Ha, bitch ass, you going to
was
jail.
taken at the scene of the crime, which what it looks like. I would like to bring up the fact that this is 100% irrefutable proof that Mr. Wipe is guilty, and I would like to bring in the Warlockian sauces into play. Now, if you see the orange stain on the bottom right under the used toothpaste, Queso, you can see Queso was blushing right now because Queso has never had that type of treatment before. And that orange on the bottom is Warlockian sauces. Now, we all know that Warlockian sauces can only be produced if a big, large man named Queso enjoys what happened to him. We can see in the background that Mr. Wipe is looking as shady and shifty as always. We have his
Hold
brother
on,
Queso
hold on.
blushing right here with the Warlockian sauce on the ground, Your Honor.
That's a hot dog, Your Honor.
BPS Squad. Now you brought
That's a
forth
hot dog,
a lot of
Your Honor.
evidence that was very
Your Honor.
convincing. However, this last piece seems
Your Honor.
to kind of
Your Honor, that's a hot
counter your
dog.
entire
Your
argument.
Honor, that's a hot dog. That's a hot dog, Your Honor. Hot dog on the ground.
You were saying he enjoyed it. See now,
It's a
I
hot
find
dog.
your evidence
All
hard to
I'm
be
saying
believed.
All I'm saying is,
Your Honor, it's a hot
And I'm
dog.
hearing,
Hot dog, Your Honor.
Go
I'm
with
hearing,
that.
Hot dog.
I'm hearing from our,
Hot dog,
I'm
Your
hearing
Honor.
from our newsman that it's actually a hot dog in that image and not Warlockian sauce. So
Sir, that is not a hot dog. I know what Warlockian sauce
You can
looks
see the
like.
red on the inside. It's just a big bun.
Sir, that is Warlockian sauce.
That is a hot dog.
I do
Now,
see.
That is
I do
Warlockian
see the
sauce.
resemblance of a hot dog
That is a
inside
hot
of a
dog.
bun now. The closer I look at this image,
Have you seen Warlockian sauce? It also has Huncho sauce on the side, Judge. Huncho
Well,
sauce is known to be a bit
It
red.
is no longer his turn.
Prosecutor Peeperhead Squad, your evidence, it's kind of iffy now. I'm going to
I can't believe this courtroom doesn't even give me a chance to explain my evidence. without kicking
Mr.
me
Head
out.
Squad,
This is
we're going to
insane.
listen to the attorney's
This is insane,
final piece of evidence.
This is insane.
Your evidence at the very end seems to counter your entire argument by stating that he enjoyed it and that
You
Warlockian
literally
sauce is a
never even
byproduct.
gave me a chance to explain myself without
So-
interrupting me
Big fat
rudely.
liar, Your Honor.
So please explain yourself because I'm starting to not believe you and I'm starting to
Your Honor, I wouldn't
favor-
take him arguing, but he is guilty though.
So, Your Honor,
I will take that into consideration.
Your Honor, the court, Haley is accused of shoving it up his butt. All right. The defense has never made the argument that he did not enjoy it. I had never made the argument that he did not enjoy it. Him enjoying it makes Warlockian sauce. That is what that is in the bottom. Now,
But see,
the
That's a hot
accusation
dog,
is
Your
that
Honor.
he shoved
You
it.
just
The
finished the hot
accusation
dog.
is that he shoved the toothpaste up his butt. Correct?
correct.
So, if the toothpaste was shoved up his butt, and we see Warlockian sauce on the bottom, that means he enjoyed it. Correct?
Correct.
That is not
That is correct.
Morlockian sauce. That is a hot
So,
dog. That's
so
previously stated.
at the
But-
bottom, now, you're pissing the prosecutor. I would implore you to please give me the amount of credibility
Kanye
that I do
West
give you.
likes
Now, if
fingers
we look,
in
the
his
Warlockian
ass.
sauce has honcho sauce on the side. Have you seen Warlockian sauce before? With honcho sauce on the side?
I have.
You have, Judge, but I'm asking the defense here. Have you ever seen Warlockian sauce with
Your
honcho
Honor,
sauce on the
this
side?
is irrelevant to the
Answer
point,
the
Your
question,
Honor.
sir.
He keeps saying that this is Warlockian
Answer the
sauce,
question,
when
sir.
This has been proven time and time again
Sir?
in the media.
Prosecutor
I need
PPS
you to answer
Squad,
the
we
question.
have had it fact checked. It is in fact a hot dog in the image.
That is not
Now-
a hot dog, sir.
It is
That
in fact.
It is a hot
It
dog.
has-
I fucking drew
Judge,
it.
It
you have
is in
said-
the evidence
you have
room.
said-
It is in the evidence room as of right now. It is in fact a hot dog
That
has
is
been
one
brought
of the
to my
meat missile
attention.
backups
Now
that you
there
have
is
talked about.
Warlockian sauce on the hot dog and on the side of it. Now everything that you have brought forth to me is not making much sense right now because you're saying he enjoyed it and this is a byproduct of that. Now that kind of counters the whole reason that he's here, because
It does
why
not.
would he
It
be
does
brought
not, Your
forth
Honor.
in my courtroom to be testified against, saying that this is a crime?
Shoving toothpaste up your brother's butt, regardless of if he likes it or not, is a crime.
I want to know who reported him. Why is he here right now? Because this is a byproduct of a fat man enjoying a sexual act with toothpaste.
Which is a crime.
Well, obviously, it can't be a
You
crime if it makes a
cannot-
sauce.
Your
If
Honor,
it makes a sauce
Your
that
Honor.
millions of people that enjoy, how is this? I'm finding your evidence very hard to believe right now. I think that you should really come
Your Honor,
back to
is
me
having
with
a
some
better-
proper
Your Honor,
evidence at the end.
Your Honor, in what world is shoving toothpaste up your own brother's anal cavity not a crime?
A perfect world.
We're not on
You
a
live in
world,
a perfect
actually.
world.
We're in space, Your Honor.
We're in space, actually. I believe we have reached a perfect society. The fact that if I look outside right now, I could see a billion stars exploding.
This is
Your
clearly
Honor,
Necron society.
I need you to understand the fact that this case was even brought to trial, which means that someone out there in the
Your Honor, I
normal
believe
natural
this
world
was
where this
brought
case was.
You're so lucky I can't
I
edit my
need
paper.
you to listen to me. You should listen to me, sir. That
I'm
is
listening, I'm
Moroccan
listening.
sauce and honcho sauce
That is a hot
mixed
dog.
together.
If I would have known that he was gonna
That is Moroccan
officiate
sauce
on this so hard, I
and-
would have changed the
and
title of my
honcho
essay,
sauce, Your Honor.
my paper. Don't you dare, you bitch.
The toothpaste bottle on the side with Goku in the background. We haven't even spoken about Goku, Your Honor. But I will leave that to my closing statement because this is just me explaining. So
All right.
the toothpaste on the side with the honcho sauce and Warlockian sauce on the hot dog, which is what they're saying it is, proves that the defendant here shoved the toothpaste bottle up his brother's butt, which created the honcho sauce and Warlockian sauce.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Take that into consideration.
Your Honor,
Attorney
Your Honor, he
GCJ.
is guilty though.
everything stated here is not adding up, as we can see. From him multiple times repeating that it is not a hot dog, to all media pointing it, to it being a hot
Jordan!
dog, Your Honor, this is so
Jordan!
obviously a hot
Jordan!
dog.
Maybe Jordan. Don't mind me.
Continue, Juicy J. Don't mind them.
Well,
Look at me.
Your Honor, I believe that the media is working with...
I put all my bets on you, you fucking dickhead. And you got stuck on the fucking hot dog,
Your Honor,
and it's fucked now.
his inability to accept that it is a hot dog and not sauces is proof of him spouting multiple lies, such as embezzlement claims, false embezzlement claims at that, Your Honor, and many other false claims brought to court. Now, Your Honor, I believe that this is truly a case brought and backed by a big corporation to bring down Queso and his family, and also to bring down and tarnish the good name of Goku and Gokuism, Your Honor. I believe that the real culprit behind all of these problems is Tommy Two Balls, Your Honor. we all know that he has a hand in food, as we see the hot dog in the picture. He has a giant hand in the media, as we can see in the corner, Your Honor. And he also has a big hand in many law firms. There's a lot of damning evidence here against Tommy Two Balls, Your Honor. Being
Okay, I can
backed
see
by
that.
many of the things being stated by
The
the
fact that-
prosecutor and the press.
The fact that one piece of media that has entered into my courtroom is in fact an AI generated image does somewhat stand with you because
Yes.
that's never allowed here. So I'm not certain how that even managed
lowers
to.
the credibility
I drew it, Your
of the
Honor.
press.
I don't know why I keep getting slandered.
I believe that this tarnishes the name of the media and the press, and the fact that they even tried to bring in false anything into a court where you're supposed to tell the truth.
Yes, no, I agree, and it does seem that the
not just the court's name, but your name as a judge.
I see. Okay. Now, Tommy Two Balls is a very strong and famous criminal, very infamous, I should say, and he has affected a lot of people that I've seen come into courtrooms, and a lot of innocent people have been locked away, and a lot of non-innocent are
Yes.
still out and roaming around. Now, I'm gonna allow for closing statements.
Non-innocent?
We're going to
That's just guilty, Your Honor. What the fuck are you talking about? You're so lucky I can't write another fucking piece, or else you'd have a dunce hat on, you fucking stupid bitch.
Oh, it's crashing out, bro.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It is.
Bro, it's crashing out, bro.
You're so lucky
There
I
is some
wasted my
hints that the
time.
press has in fact influenced the prosecutor,
God,
based
this
on
nigga
some
mad. Influence
words
the prosecutor.
that I've
This
heard in the
guy is
courtroom.
so mad. Who pissed him off?
I'm not in cahoots with this dumb fuck.
Fuck you, too,
Prosecutor,
nigga. I don't wanna talk to you. What the hell?
Mr. Head Squad. What are your closing statements that you have before I make my final decision?
Can you give me the gavel? Give me the green button.
Just speak. I
So-
have it set up to make my final decision.
I will like to make this short and sweet. Your Honor, you asked me, so who even reported the crime in the first place? Correct?
Exactly.
The defense brought up the fact that I was trying to tarnish Goku's name, but he neglected to bring up the fact that Goku was the one who reported the crime. How do we know this crime even happened in the first place? Sir, this is my closing statements. I'm gonna need you to stop talking.
Okay, liar.
Anyway, Your Honor. So this crime couldn't have been
Can't stand
even
you two.
reported in the first place without Goku's help. Your Honor. You see him in the background of the picture.
I
See him
do.
there, going Super Saiyan. You want to know why he's going Super Saiyan? Because he is so angry that his cousin, he felt, was violated by Mr. White here. He was violated by White. And he brought up the fact that Tommy Two Balls might have brought in false evidence in an AI generated picture, but he neglected to bring up the fact that Tommy Two Balls is in jail. He was convicted and indicted for 3 counts of hitting the gritty. And as we know, in an intergalactic society, hitting the gritty has been illegal.
So fucking
since
lucky I can't send this
the-
paper.
The year 18,000. He has been in jail
Okay.
for 60 years, Your Honor. There is no way that Tommy Two Balls could have any hand in the media because he is locked up in maximum security prison.
Okay,
Now, Your Honor,
okay.
Fucking lucky.
I would like to talk about the fact that the guy, Mr. Prosecutor, saying that the meat missiles have no bearing on his sexual preferences, but the fact that the meat missiles were even up his butt in the first place says otherwise. But I will let you make your decision. I don't want to, try to influence any other way besides what was already presented.
I have
And,
but
you
one
know, I rest
question
my
to
case.
ask you. I have but
I'm
one
listening.
question to ask you.
I'm
Do you
listening.
believe that he was framed? Do you believe that our good client here, Mr. Wet Wipe, was framed at all? Or do you
There's
believe
no
that
one
this
that could frame him.
substantially is, in fact, a case of sexual assault?
Your Honor, there was no one that can frame him. Mother Teresa's already been in jail. The Coochie Man has gone AWOL because he's very elusive. And Tommy Two Balls has been in jail for the past 60 years. Your Honor, I believe this is a case of, just a little bit of fun gone wrong with a third party witness being his own cousin. And I would like to rest my case.
Well,
Attorney
Your
Juicy
Honor,
J,
my
please
closing
provide your
statements-
final statement.
He already
and
had
I
his
will-
closing statements.
That was my
No,
last
no,
evidence.
that was his last piece of evidence. This is his closing
Oh,
statement.
my apologies.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, as it seems, the prosecutor is purposefully misinterpreting what is happening in the picture, Your Honor. He is in fact getting angry because our client is being charged. See, because Goku is Keiso's cousin, he is also our client's cousin. And he is angry because Tommy Two Balls, the villainous CEO, is making things up because of an old grudge he has with Goku. And instead of
Now-
going for Goku, because he knows he will die to Goku, he is going for a client who is his
Attorney
cousin.
Juicy J, let me ask you one question
Didn't
now.
Goku report them?
Goku did
That is
report
false.
them, yes, and Frog. I did hear that from Prosecutor
That
Beefy Head
It's
Squad.
false.
Then his
Th-
shit don't
that
make
is a
sense.
false statement you're claiming.
That was
Now, let me
Goku
ask
from
you
another
one more
universe.
question. Let me ask
ain't no
you
other
one more-
Gokus.
There are other Gokus as
Now, the prosecutor stated that Tommy Two Balls is locked in prison and has been for 60 years now. Is this in fact true?
Yes, Your Honor. But
So how would
This
he
is
be
also-
influencing?
well, Your Honor, you know, what's that one guy's name? Who made a hole to escape out of prison?
Ah, yes.
I don't
You know,
fucking
okay.
know, bro.
We
You
know
still
that
less
one
than
guy.
others.
Everyone knows that one guy.
What guy?
The Mexican dude, cartel.
What's his name?
Oh, Pablo Escobar.
Pablo
yes, good friend of
Escobar,
mine.
see, Your Honor. Pablo
Fred?
Escobar had influence
Fuck do you mean?
over the whole of Mexico while in jail
You heard
still.
that?
Adding this
Your
shit.
Honor.
I'm adding this shit.
What makes you
Fucking thing.
think that a intergalactic supervillain CEO wouldn't be able to influence outside and have a long-standing plan to bring down Goku?
I see.
Makes you think that he can't control the media and law firms around the galaxy while in jail.
Understood. Okay.
There's
okay.
plenty of evidence for this.
Alright. So, reviewing the evidence one more time. Let me just look over this
Fucking-
stuff. We have Wet Wipe being accused of shoving toothpaste up his
Judge is
brother's
on.
butt.
Judge is a fucking.
Seems to be a lot of varying arguments here. There's a lot of things in the courtroom that can be identified as false, a lot that are identified as true. It seems there's a lot of misinterpreting information provided from the press that has influenced the final decision of this court case. I find the defendant not guilty.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Let's go.
What did they? Backflip. Flat on the. Spent the next 6 weeks in a.
So damn.
That's bullshit.
That really is such
He
bullshit.
shoved it up his asshole.
He did.
What are you talking about?
I totally.
That's why
He's in maximum security jail. Did you forget that point?
Did you forget that Pablo was also in maximum security jail?
Pablo digged
Alright.
through the ground. We're talking about media, buddy.